Hi. I want to quickly talk about the Pokemon League World Championship. So it's been about 3 months since I last uploaded a video on this, and I've, I want to get back to it, but it feels a bit wrong to that season, continue that season from where it left off after 2 months. It just doesn't feel right. So what I'm doing is I'm starting a brand new one, and those 4 videos that are already up have, you may have noticed, have been changed to be labelled as test matches. So what's happening now is I'm starting a new season. I'm changing the format slightly. All the battles from now on will be pre-recorded. Will They will be pre-done, not pre-recorded, pre-done. Sorry, the battles will be completed before I record them, if that makes sense. And that's so I can sort of fix the flaw of the video, and I can comment it at my own pace still, but without having to choose the moves in that moment, and it just didn't feel right. And I thought that was going to be how it would work, how it would work correctly. But when I actually went to make the videos, when I actually went to record them, it just did not feel right as I was recording them, and I realised that around the third or fourth, match that is when I realised that, and I just lost sort of the motivation to do it because I just didn't feel like it was good enough. So I'm starting again, and I'm starting a brand new season. All the battles are actually I've already done 5 of the battles, not recorded. I've done 5 of the battles already as of recording this. And there've been some pretty decent battles, actually. There've been some pretty big surprises in a few of them. And there is two more things that I want to address, and that's about the bracket and the season itself, not the battles. The semi-finals, I don't know if I mentioned this in the first video, the semi-finals are going to be 2 legs, which means that the semi-finalists will battle each other twice, and whoever has the most Pokemon left across both battles will win. So let's say Ash wins the semi-finals against Leon. The first match, semi-finals against Leon, by 1 Pokemon. If Leon then beats Ash by 2 Pokemon in the next battle, Leon will move on to the finals because it's 2-1. It's very similar to two-legged games in English football, where that system is called an aggregate, and that's what I'm doing basically. A lot of people probably already know that, but I'm just explaining it for the people who don't. And finally, I want to make this series last. I want to make it last longer than 1 season, and I want to make it last for quite a while. And I thought an interesting way to do that is by shuffling the participants every season. But I couldn't think of a way to do that reliably, because obviously some big names would have to be lost, and I don't know if I can handle having 32 participants rather than 16. And I think 16 is perfectly fine. Round of 16 is good. 32 is when it starts to get to the point where the seasons are going to last up to a full year for a season, which feels a little bit excessive. Because when you look at most sort of official Pokemon battle seasons with real players, they only last 2-3 months at most. So I'm trying to follow that trend. I don't want the World Championship to last a full year every time. So my thinking is to try and get 2 seasons per year, sort of separated from each other. So I think starting a new season now is probably the right way to go. And I will probably do another season later on in the year. Maybe I'll do a third, who knows. But what I want to do with sort of changing up the participants every season, it's going to add a lot more stakes to the first battles. A lot more stakes. Because whoever loses their first match is eliminated from the championship. Completely. And that means they won't be able to participate any further in the current season, and they won't be able to participate at all in the next season. Alright? Makes sense? So let's say Lance were to lose. Let's say when Lance loses to Red, because I think that's what happened in that test match. I believe Lance lost to Red, right? It was only just. It was quite close. But Lance would obviously be out of this season. But he would also be out of the next season. He wouldn't be able to participate, and someone would have to take his place. That's how I'm gonna add a lot more stakes to the first battles. Because I think that's one of the other problems that I've faced. The first battle, there wasn't enough to the first battles, and that's how I want to keep the current season interesting and the lasting overall series to continue further into the future. So the season should start fairly soon, and I think I'm going to start uploading only once a week. Most likely either Saturday or Sunday. There might be midweek battles every now and then, but most likely they will be on Saturday or Sunday. So first match, Lance versus Geeta. So that will be the first one to look out for. So with that, we'll see you in that battle. Take care.